Hey, boss. Who you?
The new gardener.
What's happening? Welcome to the day after National Kyle Rittenhouse Day. My God, how many of you guys have been following the news? I have never honestly seen a bigger batch of uneducated, quoting Mario, people in my life. But we can talk about that as we go. We had to run an errand and we ended up at the liquor store.
I'm a bad influence.
A heavenly taste that's sinfully great. Saint's Sin Sauce. Saint Mary's Sin Mix.
Oh my God, Eric, we could do Saint's Sin Sauce with some Satan sauce.
Actually, something I guess I never bothered to look at before is Super One Liquors has a pretty extensive Bloody Mary mix area. There was some stuff in there that honestly looked like red water. This one was picked because it was the thickest one. Miles likes it thick in his mouth.
This is the Kim Kardashian of Bloody Mary mixes.
Look, it's like everywhere that it sat. It's like, did it burn a ring into the
In the glass.
Okay. So we're gonna use regular vodka. So,
Well,
if that's the case, and you wanted to do a smaller one, that would mean we'd be using less. We'd be using less vodka.
I'd like to do a smaller one. That way we can, like a half a glass to half a shot. And then we'll do one for enjoyment once we test it with the my absolute favorite vodka for...
Okay, so that's half a shot. Of just normal vodka. And that would require...
Before we pour it.
Good thing is it doesn't exactly smell like... Wow. Best used by 2029. Evidently, if you're going to drink into the future, plan ahead with Bloody Marys. Okay, so if that's the case...
That looks good. You want me to stir it with my meat?
Sure. Here's the problem. I don't think we're actually going to be able to get a test on each. We're going to end up with three small dosage, I believe. And then, of course, our snit is an awesome one, and that is the Lactose Double IPA Patriot from Warrior Brewing.
We figured a sour would not go well with this. Unless somebody made a tomato sour, in which case you're basically just drinking a Bloody Mary.
And it's nice to find a local brewery that, as of right now, everything I've tried from them is worth purchasing again.
Hell, this is an IPA that we bought today.
Now again, the only variable will be the vodka. We're not spicing it up. We're not doing pepper. We're not doing Worcestershire sauce. We're not just...
That should all be in the mix.
Technically, yes. If you have to fix it up,
It's gonna fail.
You're getting shit on Jeremy's head. And his face. Now he's trying. He's crying. He's crying blood. Okay. Stop my nipple. Well, it is thick.
It's thick, but
Kind of has a real acidic.
sweet acidic.
Like, it might not be bad, but it's going to need help to get there.
Pickles. It's got a lot of pickle taste in it. Or olive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right out of the bottle. I'm not getting much skirt puffing. You know, versus a really good skirt puffing. You know, don't you like your skirt puffed up?
I'm a man. I don't wear a skirt. If I wear anything, I wear a kilt.
I do have one around here. Camo. I think the only hope this honestly has is the Picard.
It's not hot.
Mm-mm.
It's almost got a ketchup flavor to it.
Mm-hmm. This, if you told me that we just made Bloody Marys out of barbecue marinade,
I would believe you.
mm-hmm. No, this is. I'm glad this wasn't the $9.99 one. There was a bottle of Bloody Mary mix over there. It was $10, and it really didn't look all that appealing. Maybe it's.
Holy shit!
Oh, that's how Biden voters say hello. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of cameras and microphones going around right now, shoving in the faces of some of the lowest common denominators of our society. Then again, they were protesting out in California, and all three of the people they interviewed were Indians, as in feather, not dot. And I'm sure glad all the Indian population that I'm friends with up here feels the way we feel, patriots. Yes, shit went down in the past, but guess what? It's the past, and we got over it. We're not some little babies like BLM and some of these losers that are walking around telling us how they need reparations, and life has been so cruel to them while they're driving around in their BMWs wearing their $200 Nikes. I wish I could have a little black privilege. I'm getting a little horseradish on the smell, but
Not on the
not on taste or heat level.
Alexa. How much is black privilege on Amazon?
Let's Google.
Google.
She's not listening to you.
Are you woke?
No. Not to mention, I hope Kyle Rittenhouse gets even richer than what was that? The other kid, the one that
Nick Sandman.
Sandman, yeah.
Now, what? I am really surprised we did not see more violence last night, because when Joe Biden came out and he was like, "Well, I'm disappointed and angry." I am really surprised people didn't go, "Well, he's angry, he's hurt. Let's get violent and burn shit." Right?
Well, there isn't there really isn't as many people that agree with Biden as the media is trying to pass off on us. I mean,
so I went to a business, and I prefer not to dox them for their beliefs, but on the back of one of the trucks in a very dirty place was "Let's Go Brandon." And it just warmed my heart. I'm gonna skip the pepperoncini. I don't even know if I really like this stuff enough to have another glass of it. You know what I mean, Eric?
yeah, I'm knowing exactly what you mean. It's oh, sorry, I just juiced on the floor.
You're supposed to do that in the urinal.
Yeah, we're just gonna shut this down.
Right now we gotta do something else.
Well, this was something we got, so we could just call this a loss and try one of the ones that arrived.
Aren't you glad we didn't go whole hog with that?
Yeah, right about now. I think I'm gonna sterilize my. Hate to do. Sorry, Warrior Brewing. I hate to do this to you. Oh man, that's good. It's almost like a honey flavor I got, at least after the mix of the shit. What? We'll get Jeremy to drink it. Jeremy will drink anything. Yeah, this is 2 thumbs down. Saint Sinsaw sucks. Okay, so the other one that we were thinking about when we decided to do ours because it looked good. Somebody sent the Sonoma Gourmet Bloody Mary Mix, bold, tangy, and robust. California grown organic tomatoes with carrots, onion, and celery.
The carrots actually sounds really good in there.
A generous amount of organic horseradish and lime juice. From Sonoma, with love. Same plan?
Same plan.
A partial with starter vodka.
And if it's good, then we move ahead.
Okay. And I really should read a comment.
Well, you're pouring that. How about I read a comment?
What is it? Are you using a different glass?
Yep. Yeah, that was that bad. Did you already,
I've done nothing.
done nothing. Where the hell's the sort button on this?
No, you're all ready to go.
Oh, okay. From DC 63 to...
Oh, Miles. Or,
No?
Smile Money was the
Smile Money is
one.
first. Oh, goddamn crazy Scotsman. Whiskey right off the frickin' bat.
Well, Nancy.
I think we're screwed.
No, you're screwed. I know how this goes. Usually better with you than the trumpeter swan that lives over there. Okay, you haven't had this yet.
Nope.
Rich would want us to drink this.
Rich would want us to drink this. Oh. Well, he's doing that. DC 63 once again. 2. We gotta favor these things. I gotta put this up here because I can't do this up behind my back. Alright. What kind of dog is DC 10 or DC 63 got there? What's it look like?
Looks like a chihuahua. An angry chihuahua.
Let's go ahead and let's...
Looks like one of Lily's min pins.
I can't tell, it's so little.
I think that's the issue with the dog, too.
From Sonoran Desert Prepper, Trolls.
He's a good guy.
Alright. DC 63 again, a big win for all persons believing in the right to defend life and property. A win for gun rights as well.
Hell yes. Anybody
Is this a sip or a slam?
Whatever you want. It's a little bit too good for a shooter.
Yeah. Whew. Rich Huff, cheers all. Thanks, Rich. Brad James, hell yeah, brother. Hashtag FJB.
Can't remember what that means.
Alright. El Tenda. 2 hours. Damn, boy.
It wasn't 2 hours, it was 1 hour and 15 minutes.
He converted it to metric hours.
Well, he is from Italy.
He converted it to metric hours. El Tenda, God Bless America, and Kyle. The moral of the trial, the politicians cannot stand down if they do not want individuals to protect their community. They must protect all the community and uphold the law.
What? That's weird.
What is weird?
That you'd actually want to, uphold the law.
Alright, we're, Salty. Oscar. Bloody Mary naked. Might want to drain that before you, go splooging all over the floor again.
Yeah.
Whew. Sharky, I'll join in on that, and, Salty replies, cheers, brothers. Is your nose running too?
Yeah. I don't know what from.
I just noticed that. I'm like, whew. Right. Jorn, cheers for the green.
Jorn.
Now we put the vodka in the mix.
No, I don't know about this. This smells like tomato juice.
This smells like freaking spaghetti sauce.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find.
We're gonna have reviewing them all anyway.
Eric, there is a horrible idea in the making. Adding vodka to spaghetti sauce and seeing and doing a blind taste test when Jeremy's here.
Christine puts red wine in her.
Yeah. No. Literally, like, get a thing of ragu and put some vodka in it and hand it to Jeremy. And be like, here you go. And he's like, this stuff's great. Then we know he's lying.
Okay. Good luck with that.
That one's got a little more horseradish to it.
And it tastes better than it smells.
Yeah.
It smells just like tomato or spaghetti sauce.
You know, I said that to the wife the other day, and that's probably why things have gone south.
I don't want to know. It smells like ragu.
She's unavailable. For comment.
Okay.
Hey, how about some more of that breast milk cheesecake?
That was creamy. And another one. Clyde. Whiskey and Revolution for all. Did you drink all yours?
Nope.
I think it counts as another sip.
Yep. For this? Yeah. How much is that bottle? Is that a high dollar bottle or?
130, I think. 125 or something like that.
Yeah, you're drinking like $5 here?
Yeah. Now it was 250 for the Johnny Walker Blue Label that I at least got to try. Actually,
who drank all that?
he brought it home with him. He told me he put some in a flask, and I was like, you know what? This is your retirement gift to yourself.
Oh, that was Rich that brought it home?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, never mind then. Rich does what he wants.
Which does what he wants. He's gonna anyway.
He's gonna anyways. I can't give Rich shit for doing that. I could give Matt shit for doing that, but...
DC63 says, none of the douchebags on The View can understand normal thinking. Huh. He kind of has it all spelt out in a row there. Can't understand normal thinking. Huh. Can't remember what that meant. Ooh, salty. I hope he makes enough for his great-grandkids to retire when he sues the lying media douchebags. See, okay, now is this an example of that some people use their brains and we understand what freedom is, or is the mass majority of the liberal thinking of our society just completely inept and brainwashed by the media? You have 12 jurors amongst getting threats by BLM.
I think honestly, this was central Wisconsin, more or less central Wisconsin. And they're like, "Oh, wait a second. You're going to say what? You're going to have a reporter chase our bus? You're going to try and take pictures of us? We know what you want. We're going to do the exact opposite." And this is exactly what they had coming to them.
Well, the bottom line is I listen to people with heavy conservative viewpoints to middle of the road. And not a single one said that this was anything but a walk for Kyle Rittenhouse. That this could not be of a more clear example of defense. You watch that video, and he is running from these losers. And again, you idiots in Oakland, California, the people that are dead, if you're a felon, do you necessarily say that you deserve to be dead? No. But when you're a felon, and you are also someplace you're not supposed to be, and you are trying to cause bodily harm and death to another individual, and that individual runs from you and you pursue him and he puts a round through you and he ends you, then thank you, Kyle. If we could only have more people and the pieces of shit that are putting our country where it's at. Yeah. And then you get these knobs, these idiots that are like going, oh, this is more proof. This Indian was going, this is more proof of white supremacy. No, this is proof of the law did what it was supposed to do, and that personal defense and the Second Amendment took a stand towards you today, instead of having a step back from you today.
You know, if Kyle Rittenhouse had been racist or just there to shoot people, he'd have just shot indiscriminately into the crowd or specifically targeted black people or women, right? You would think. And the one guy that they got on video, who was black, who he had a problem with, he didn't actually shoot, was the guy who probably got the best hit on him by doing a flying kick.
Who was another felon, by the way.
Who was another felon, right. Holy shit. No, that's just, man, whatever. Comments.
Smile money. Better research that issue about lending your car to someone.
What was that?
If someone took my car and killed somebody, I am not responsible. My insurance company might end up getting sued, but I'm not going to jail for what the driver of the car did.
Yeah. Unless they told you, I'm going to go run over people with your car, Eric.
Oh, and then I handed them the keys? Yeah. That part. It's my money. You know, I sent you the targets. I told you on Messenger, Mr. Environmentalist.
Are they organic?
Hopefully. You know, it'd be great if they were made out of marijuana. We could shoot all afternoon and then smoke them. I don't like the way that smells. Thank you, Smile Money. It's
the carrots.
Mm-hmm.
You're smelling the carrots.
Maybe carrots don't belong in Bloody Mary mix.
It's carrot juice. It's not that bad.
No, it doesn't taste bad, but its smells and tastes are almost completely different from each other.
It's the carrot smell. It's a carrot smell.
Mike says, cheers, man. Cheers, Mike. Poco, I hate that fucking movie. I don't know which of the movies I was talking about. Unless he's talking about the only one that I can remember recommending. The Outsider on Netflix right now is awesome. Both me and Christine gave it a big thumbs up. Is basically about the start of the Japanese mafia. Took place like right after World War II.
Modern Japanese mafia. The friggin' Japanese mafia has been getting around forever.
Very well made. It's a Michael Mann directed and produced movie. Poco Loco. I watched The Verdict live while sitting in the chemo room, losing 1.5 pints of blood.
Oof.
That sounds like no fun at all.
Mm-mm.
Poco, Monday-ish. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I gotta find something else. Oh no, I know what I can send you. I can send you some of these along with the.
Is this a Squid Game?
Well, he won the multi-tool, and I have to get that out to him. Smile Money. You do not call an ambulance for a detainee for trouble breathing and then hold him down in a position that makes him more difficult to breathe. Then ignore another officer's suggestion to turn him on his side. Did it contribute to Floyd's death? Well, it didn't help. The coroner said that the man would have been dead either way because he consumed a lethal dosage of fentanyl. But for some weird reason, all of that information was silenced. I suppose once again in fear, again, of the nimble-minded black blacks in our society that can't do the research on their own and just arbitrarily have to blame the police all the time.
Well, see, here's the thing, Eric. There's a difference between critical race theory and critical race thinking. In critical race theory, everything underneath the surface is racist. In critical race thinking, in situations such as George Floyd, who was already a multiple-time violent felon and was with his drug dealer the day he died, in the van, he was in the back seat of the van, or like Ahmaud Arbery. Now, what happened there probably wasn't right. You probably don't need to chase someone down who's unarmed. Probably just chasing his ass was enough to scare him off and he won't ever come back. They got into the chase and their adrenaline levels went through the roof, and somebody had bad trigger discipline and bad muzzle discipline in general, and they shot him. Now, if he was wearing Timberlands and frickin' oversized shorts and wasn't in running clothes, but was supposedly an avid runner but wasn't wearing running clothes, I highly doubt it. Now, if he was wearing what he always did when he went running, we're not hearing any of these details as the general public to be able to make an informed decision about what that individual was actually doing that day.
And Smile Money has a sub-comment to himself. The medical examiner who ruled George Floyd's death a homicide testified. That's not what he said. All of a sudden, he changed his whole tune before he testified. Heart disease and drug use contributed to his death, but the police officer's restraint of his body and compression on his neck were the primary causes. That is not what he said before he tuned a different direction and what he testified to. So I don't know why he would say one thing openly to a reporter, and then all of a sudden somebody told him to say something different, and that's exactly what he testified to. Tardisius, hashtag Jeff Markham has a 2020 VMAX he likes to show. I got to sit on one just like it last year, but they wouldn't let me ride it. Salty says they gotta go to sleep sometime, and then you got keys. That's right.
How big is the 2020 VMAX?
From 2009 up, it's a 1700. So they went from 12 to 17. And they upped the horsepower from stock is like 147, somewhere in there, to a little over, it's close to 200 on a...
I'm sorry, I've ridden your bike just up the hill, and when it wants to go, it's like, there better not be turns in front of me.
Yeah, it doesn't have any issues accelerating.
It has issues with corners, though.
Tardisius says, I don't mind a reasonable amount of trouble, but Grand Theft VMAX is a bit too heavy. And then Salty says, YOLO.
You only live once, Eric.
Poco, my grandpa had a telescope. My mom never understood why. It was always pointed at the neighbors.
He was looking at brown holes.
Sharky says, I have something like that. In a van. There's plenty of MILFs in the little village of mine, so it needs mobility. Poco, I wonder how my new project will compare to the JP. Sharky, same here. Always looking out for some nice projects. Poco, rum.
Does that count?
No, because I don't like rum. The only rum I've had in any recent time, well, the apple orchard stuff isn't bad, but...
Yeah, but you don't have any rum, do you?
Yeah. I don't know if I still have it out. I think I might have put it away because I didn't want to take up any valuable space with something I still have it out.
What does it count? I mean, because then they could just start randomly calling out. Here, let me at least smell it.
Well, the bottom line is, no.
Somebody's going to call out Zima. I mean, seriously. I'm going to call out Zima. I'm going to message Zima.
Gillian said, hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Mr. Mark Mac 85, I raise a glass to Kyle and those strong people on the jury that did not let the media bias or the threats inflict their decision. Justice served, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Sharky says, cheers to that.
Where's Sharky at? He's in
Holland.
Yeah.
Then Scourge. Take a Hank Hill beer shot. What's a Hank Hill beer shot? Is that like a noteworthy amount or? Here, we'll take that into consideration. Okay.
I don't see anything.
So are you desiring a papar version
No.
of it?
Actually, today, probably not, because once again, my liver is still recovering. And after the whiskey,
Well, you know, somebody's got to do it.
chug.
I've never had a straight shot of this. I've only had it in Bloody Marys, actually. Most places around here will ask you, you know, when I say, do I get a choice of what? And I go, do you have any absolute papar? And they're like, yes, we do. And then I'm like, okay, I'll take that. But I think I'm going to have to... I'm going to have to up the ante.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually smell the pepper in it.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Since there's two of these, I was really hoping these were going to be out of this world.
You're kind of in Uranus, though.
I mean, don't get me totally wrong. I think it's definitely better than that one. I just don't like that carrot juice smell that it gives you.
Yeah, that is definitely weird.
I think this is one that is going to take a little side hustle action to bring it out to make it better.
I mean, overall, it's not bad. It's the smell that kind of, it's that the carrot smell. Neighbors are home. Whoops.
Mr. Mark Mack. Nice intro, rant, Eric. Our God-given rights of self-defense have been saved. Mr. Mark Mack again. Cheers, Kyle. Thank you for being the strong patriot that you are. Now sit back, rest, and enjoy your freedom. I can only imagine. Can you imagine what those 3 days would have been like? Especially when most people say, if the jury comes back soon, it's usually a good sign for you. And if the jury takes a bunch of time, usually it's not. And to be stand there listening to count number 1, innocent, count 2, count 3, count 4. I was
not guilty.
It's like, that's freaking awesome.
You know what they'll say? It was an all-white jury, wasn't it, or a mostly white?
Well, they're right off the bat. They're saying that the judge is a white supremacist, racist, and I bet you most of those people don't know that the judge is a Democrat. And again, where is the racism in any of this? It's called the fucking law. It's called following the law. God, people are... Anybody that thought he was ever guilty, you have an agenda, and you're a fucking moron. A pathetic, uneducated fucking moron. Quote me on that.
I don't know where I don't know where the racism is coming in this.
The racists. Racists are playing the race card. Sorry, and I have no problems repeating this endlessly. The most racist people right now are not white. I'm sorry. I'll call a duck all day long. Most racist people I see right now are not white.
Yep. For these people out there screaming, fuck America, racist. Go live somewhere else. Go live in one of your freaking socialist utopias.
Wish they would.
Problem is, you go to Sweden, Denmark, Finland, Norway, France, they're going to require you to speak their language and have a viable skill. They're going to expect you to live in their country without social welfare.
Go take your happy ass to Guatemala or Argentina or China. Why don't you go to China? Find out how much freedom of speech.
Venezuela, they're looking for human shields.
Mm-hmm.
Have some. I'm feeding little Jeremy.
Here you go, little Jeremy. Here, get back on it. Mr. Mark Mack, the mainstream media are the enemy of the people. There are 7,000 elected officials in the U.S. We are the majority. They are the minority. Stand strong, patriots. Exactly. If we would have just never allowed... I mean, was it Thomas Jefferson that fully spoke about how you have tyranny when the people fear the government?
I like the one from Battlestar Galactica, the one with Edward James Olmos, where he... I'm going to look it up because I really don't want to fuck this up because I really like the quote.
I'll read Matt Davis. Hi, Matt. I may be in your guys' area this winter. Looking forward to a reach around with you soon. Keep that ass tight for me. Sharky says, I just humbled thy up because a thumb placed in the right place can make all the difference. I bet it can.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Whoever wrote this. There's a reason why you separate military and the police. One fights the enemies of the state, the other serves and protects the people. When the military becomes both, then the enemies of the state tend to become the people.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Mark Mack, you're right, Eric. Our founding fathers would have had this handled by now. You know, of course, anybody following this channel is already enough of a patriot that you fully understand that the revolution and our departure from taking shit from a king and queen all was for a lot less than what we are going through right now.
I'll bet you Ben Franklin would have had one hell of a Twitter account.
He would have been banned.
It would have been interesting up until the point he was banned. Then he would have come up with a new ID. He'd have typeset himself a new IP address. Right, Eric?
Cobra says J3. J3 is a miss. Cadillac V, not guilty. That's right. Blue Healer, out for a midnight stroll.
What's the... Oh, US?
Well, if I had the right font pack in this computer, they'd be actual flags.
Oh, okay.
Because the pirate flag shows up. Isn't that weird? My computer deciphers the pirate flag, but not the American flag. Matt Davis, shit, drunk again. Be back tomorrow to terrorize Matt some more. I just can't quit him. Zippy, cheers to Kyle. Let's go, Brandon. Wade, can't wait for Kyle Rittenhouse to sue MSNBC. Me too. Steven, hops and lead. If a world full of George Floyds be a Kyle Rittenhouse makes more sense today, a free man who stands up to evil versus is evil. Yeah. There is nothing at all to miss about George Floyd or George Floyd's. Good riddance, too bad, sayonara, have some more fentanyl.
You know, if it had been a protest about some black guy walking down the street and getting shot randomly, I think I could have been like, you know what, you guys have a right to protest. Don't burn shit down. Stop traffic. Be assholes to people, and try and find some way to make them think. But if you're out there, and the guy they were protesting about, what was his name? The frickin' little shitbag from Kenosha. Jacob Blake. He went to fuck with his ex. There were people there. They got into a fight. When the law enforcement showed up, he went for a knife and got shot in the back. It's the same. It's essentially very close to what happened with Kyle Rittenhouse. The officer was forced to do what he had to do in that situation. There we go.
Steve.
I'm doing that just for, is it a Smile Money or a Poco Loco? Doesn't like when I'm like, yeah, see, right, Eric? Right?
Smile Money.
Smile Money. Right, Smile Money?
Steven, again. After I reviewed the Through Night Pistol Light, they stopped talking to me. I guess being honest and giving ideas make an item better is bad. Well, yeah. Versus Brennite, who says that they welcome feedback. Sharky, Alice on deck. Hey, baby. Yeah, she was out just in case I got to go Rittenhouse. Because I wasn't going to use trigger control. Sharky, have to say the Brew Babe collection is top notch. It's a hard decision, but I have to make it every brew review. Smile Money, liberal or progressive? Oh hell no. Thinking that large population can exist without rules and regulations, just as equal? Hell no. Believing that all people are capable of acting for the good of the community, that has been proven over years as wrong. Take Matt, for instance. 4 DUIs before he learned his lesson. Diversity, is it a wonderful thing? Hang on, let's read more.
You think Matt wrote that comment?
Oh my God. Smile Money. I'm going to have to probably drink some water and get some chapstick to make it through this. Where has it been? I can show more examples of genocide over the centuries, Because culture differences existed in close proximity. The great melting pot is a better model. Take the best from the groups of people that leave the pretty useless crap behind. Don't tell me that I have to respect your beliefs. Show me that your beliefs are worth the respect, and don't shout me down when I try to maintain my customs. Show me how your customs can blend with mine. Hell, my grandmother, who loved dearly, was upset that I was marrying a Catholic. Blending cannot be instant gratification sometimes. It takes generations. Both my girls were raised Catholic, and neither are married in a Catholic church. One of the chapel at the Freedom Foundation, and the other on the converted farm in Amish country. Well, you know, hey, at least when Smile Money writes a novel, it's more fun to read it when it's a personal thing and less of defending a loser. Oh, but I diverse. Smile Money. Sharky.
Why didn't I have girls like that in high school?
E6. E6 is a miss. Yeah, it'd be funny to actually get the first hit on the ship and go sunk. Yeah, that one suffered an incident in port, and her and the redhead all in leather are, well, she's okay too. Looks like she's suffering some kind of mosquito bite or something right there.
It's cold.
It's cold where she is. Sharky, I truly believe Joey's Northern Carry should be a thing for more people, even for me.
What's Joey's Northern Carry?
40 cal Smith & Wesson.
Okay.
Which I was going to pull it out yesterday and start to non-work EDC it, but I never got around to it. Sharky, wow, introduced me to that kitchen babe covered in flour holding the strawberry. I'll show her how things are done in the kitchen. Oh, I didn't realize she was in this batch. I keep missing her. Yeah. Another read more button and Smile Money. Oh, there's only like 4 words that opened up on that one. Our founding fathers solving today's issues. Well, the Constitution denied women and minorities rights. See, I'm okay with that. It protected slavery. Maybe we should go back to that. And 2 years after its adoption, they needed to add the Bill of Rights to limit government and define the rights of individuals. Yet did not address the 2 first flaws or issues. It does provide for a system via amendment processes that was served us well in the following centuries. Yeah, I think slavery and women voting, or not voting, are probably all things we should go back to.
You know what? Maybe not women voting or slavery, but you can't be on a government assistance program. You have to pay taxes to have the right to vote.
I think there's a lot of things that should change for voting. But the problem is just saying that you have to show identification is somehow white supremacy and racism, which is just more proof of racism. Sharky, well, you're digging around for batteries to play with some more with the flashlight. All I could think of is I want to go fishing, because someone, I don't know who, it was, a brew babe, told me fishing is dope. So yeah, let's go fish.
Are you going to review a fleshlight one of these days?
Could have, but I turned down the whole use part. Smile Money, can I have a rifle and drum, a fife and a drum playing softly in the background as you read my comments today?
Wait 1 second. We can make that happen.
Sharky, I'll line up some former Dutch subjects on your side of the pond and make them do just that, as long as they're both in the late 1700s vibe. Sharky says, now when Eric gets...
Open Google Maps to explore your area.
gets on a soapbox. Could the drummer do a little comedic ending after each major claim? Laugh out loud.
That's
Well, this is Smile Money right now.
okay. See, he should have put that in earlier.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of late, aren't we? Sharky says back to him, a little drum, sure, why not? Mr. 27. Intro Eric on a shelf. Nice. Elf on a shelf. I can say several things. I'm going with, you know it. Miss 27, 64th. Which means, going off of what it said when we started, that means there's 6 more comments. Oh, but there's only one. So you had to be 69. Miss 27, Brew Babe, nice, but I've seen her a lot on here. Wonder why. Okay. What have we learned? Well, this one is, Jeremy can put a nipple in it. This one is going to need some kind of help because, yeah, it's just a little too...
Carroty.
Yeah, a little too carroty. And...
Hang on.
Army's official escort to the president.
Read.
Smile Money, first and only one in the club. The brewery view is on. Yes. Smile Money, you're the only one here.
And you have fife and drum music.
And on that note, we're going to go light something on fire. Cheers.